Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Can you believe how fast time's flying? I'm Taylor, and it's time for the Weekly Rundown. So Thanksgiving 2020 may be behind us now, but I couldn't let this story slip through the cracks. Was your turkey the highlight of your holiday? Are you eating those leftovers as I speak? Or maybe you're out of leftovers. Well, most importantly, did you have a normal turkey or did you have a tofurkey? Well, sales were up for tofurkeys this year. Tofurkeys like these are made from wheat gluten and tofu. Tofurkey is having a good year overall, according to Jamie Athos, CEO and president of Tofurkey. There was a 600% year-over-year increase in sales of Tofurkey products. Interesting. Now that Thanksgiving is over, the countdown to Christmas is so on, and here's a little something to get you in the spirit. This TikTok video shows a FedEx driver rocking out during his lunch break. The video went viral and garnered about 2 million views. His performance even earned him a stamp of approval from Mariah Carey herself. The singer tweeted, "Please note, this is how all of my packages must be delivered from now on." Same girl, same. But all I want for Christmas is cute dog videos. Well, Santa came early because that's exactly what we got.
Bark the herald angels sing. Wait, what? Christmas has gone to the dogs this year, literally. There's a new Christmas song for dogs called Raise the Wolf. The composers say it's based on the ways dogs interact with sound. And these dogs are doggone impressed. Or, well, maybe a little confused. Whoa. Be careful with the screen there, buddy.
Speaking of Santa, he's going digital, thanks 2020. The U.S. Postal Service's Operation Santa has officially launched. The 108-year-old program fulfills wish lists for families and children in need. And for the first time, would-be gift givers can adopt families online. The new system will allow more children in need across the country to be reached. Kids can address their letters and lists to Santa at 123 Elf Road, North Pole, 888. For more information about the program, head to USPSOperationSanta.com. I love that. And here's yet another special delivery. This one is quite my type. The winter holidays mean you can expect Budweiser's Clydesdales to be featured prominently. But what about Dancer, Prancer, Dasher, Comet, and Blitzen? And all the rest? Well, they're taking the craft approach. Craft beer, that is. Breckenridge Brewery is up with Moon Deer Ranch and giving 10 winners the chance to have a mini keg of its Christmas ale delivered to their doorstep by an actual reindeer. Yep, I kinda wish I lived in Colorado right now. The lucky winners will get to feed and pet Santa's special helper and take as many Instagram-worthy selfies that they can muster. Now, with all of these deliveries, what are people giving as the perfect gift? Besides beer, that is. Well, what about pizza? Despite looking like a piping hot piece of pepperoni pizza, this is a weighted blanket. Pizza Hut teamed up with Gravity Blanket to bring these delicious concoctions to your world, aka the original pan-weighted blanket. Clever. Unfortunately, I just checked and the limited edition item has already sold out. Here's to hoping Santa can pull some strings, right? If that's not a cool enough concoction, what about this? Two friends and lovers of video games decided to bring the world of Harry Potter to reality. So, inspired by the flying brooms with which they play Quidditch, they designed a method of transportation called the Cloud Brooms. The two friends are now finishing the product's pricing and marketing details to release it for sale. So, looks like you can't make it on your Christmas list this year, maybe next year. Now, how much would you pay for a pigeon? Well, $1.9 million is what could have fetched you a Belgian racing pigeon. The female pigeon is named New Kim, and she is apparently worth her weight in gold. Actually, much more than that. At an auction, that final bid was more than 4 times the previous record price for a Belgian racing pigeon. Wow. Know your worth, little pigeons, know your worth. Now, there's a lot of Canadians in the Valley, or maybe still in Canada this year, that watch our shows, and this next one is just for you guys. Canadian officials are warning people not to let moose, lick their cars. Moose find it hard to resist the salt that ends up on vehicles after it's been spread on winter roads. So they're not the only ones addicted to salt, I see. I feel ya, mooses. So officials say if you see one approaching your car, simply drive away. The last thing you want is to have to call your boss and say you're late because a moose is stuck to your car. Credit to one of my coworkers for that one. Switching gears here, a 9-year-old has had enough and he's ready to fight the system.
My name is Ronan, and I think that students should have a little bit more recess.
Yeah, you heard that correct. 9-year-old Ronan Rocknick has had enough and says after 7 hours of instruction each day, having only 15 minutes of play just isn't cutting it. So he took his complaint to the highest authorities, the school board.
And I know if I was you, or you or me, you would say the same thing.
Now young Ronan has to wait for the school board to make a decision on his petition. Good luck, Ronan. Get that recess.
Thank you. We'll leave the rest of our time and we're gonna go to bed. It's a little past our bedtime. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I too wish we had more recess.
Now, going to school during the pandemic can be tricky for kids. There's lots of new rules, including wearing a mask and staying 6 feet apart. But North Carolina's social studies teacher Yvonne Drew is reminding students to physically distance in the most entertaining way.
I get 6 feet, I get 6 feet, get 6 feet apart. 6 feet apart, there you go. 6 feet, 6 feet, you gotta be 6 feet, 6 feet, you gotta be 6 feet, 6 feet, you gotta be 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet.
6 feet, 6 feet, you gotta be 6 feet apart. Yes, I love that. A 62-year-old man is making sure everyone in the community sees at least one smile a day. Now that's my type of guy. Take a look at this sign. Behind the cheerful greeting sits 62-year-old Matt Francis, better known as the smiley face guy.
You have a nice day.
He started sitting outside of a New York gas station in the spring, hoping to bring smiles to many faces.
I've had so many thank yous. I've shared so many tears with people going through horrible times.
Matt says this has become his full-time job, ending each day with a pocket full of gratitude. And he only asks that others pass on his kindness. Don't worry, I will not let you down, Matt.
If I even get one smile, it's a success. But the thing is, I get blessed with many.
A Livermore woman has been reunited with her wedding ring after it accidentally flushed down the toilet. Jenna Madrid says the ring slipped off her hand and it fell straight on in.
I figured it's gone. I figured it was in the sewer pipes, it was long, long gone.
She and her husband did what they could to try to retrieve it and even called a plumber who told them it was a lost cause. She'd given up until recently when a friend suggested she should call the local wastewater treatment facility. So she gave them a ring and the timing could not have been better.
It happened to be almost like a miracle that she called the day after us cleaning the pipes there. So this just does not happen.
Yep, Public Works had just finished clearing debris from the sewer near her home, and they found it. The folks at the water treatment plant say they've found lost things before, but never like this and never so long after. That's quite the wait, looking for your pride and joy, but imagine waiting nearly 12 hours just to get your hands on a hamburger. Yep, it happened at In-N-Out Burger in Aurora, Colorado for the location's grand opening. Aurora police were on traffic control in an attempt to handle the line of cars snaking around the area. They even ended up putting out a traffic sign, which garnered lots of attention on social media. Some people saying they actually waited, some saying hamburger lovers could have just drove to another state and beat that line, and some saying everyone who waited was just downright crazy. And I kind of agree on that one. And I thought our lines were long. Sheesh. Now check out this cuteness. Maryland Zoo is sharing this special moment of one of their baby chimpanzees. Meet Macy. She was born at the Oklahoma City Zoo back in August, and now she has just discovered laughing. Yeah, welcome to the best thing ever. This video shows her first time laughing ever. They grow up so fast. Now coming up, some sweet, sweet stories to share hope and thankfulness this Thanksgiving weekend. And you might want to grab some tissues. I'll see you in 2 minutes. Welcome back to Weekly Rundown. I found a few extremely touching stories this week, and the first is out of Utah. A former teacher battling COVID-19 serenaded the hospital staff that helped to treat him. Video shows 70-year-old Grover Williamson, a retired orchestra teacher, playing his violin. What makes this story even more special is he performed in an ICU bed while hooked up to a ventilator. At the time, Williamson wasn't able to speak, so he wrote a note to ask his nurse and wife to bring his violin to the hospital. Staff at the facility say they were brought to tears as they watched him play. Williamson said he wanted to show his gratitude to the healthcare workers. Now to a boy in Italy who had surgery with a musical soundtrack. The 10-year-old was operated on for a tumor in his spinal cord. As the surgeon and hospital staff worked, a molecular biologist played piano next to the operating table. But the notes were more than just entertainment. They were intended to heal. The music was played at a particular frequency recognized to have a therapeutic effect on the body. The surgical team watched electrical activity in the brain through monitors during the 4-hour operation. They said they could see a change in activity when the music was interrupted. That led them to believe the music was perceived by the patient. Doctors say the boy is doing well after the surgery. These stories are just so touching, and I have one more to share with you. A Massachusetts 7-year-old boy fighting cancer got quite the surprise from his favorite superhero, Jason Momoa, aka Aquaman himself. Ken McLeod was there for the special moment.
Hi, Aquaman!
Hi, beautiful boy.
For a kid who loves Aquaman, it'd be easy to dismiss this as a 7-year-old's fantasy.
I'm excited. I've been hearing about you all over from all my friends.
But that is Aquaman actor Jason Momoa on the other end, calling to check on young fan Danny Sheehan, ravaged by a 4-year battle with brain cancer that has not broken his spirit.
He could be vomiting in a puke bag and then tell a joke. He's just the best little thing.
Danny has received a bunch of tributes in his hometown, but it took this recent video of him opening a gift to bridge the gap between Marshfield and Hollywood.
Oh my gosh, my favorite one! Aquaman!
And when it went viral, Danny got on Aquaman's must-meet list.
Can I show you something?
Heck yeah.
Of course, the actor got to see the Aquaman action figure that started the ball rolling, and boy, did Danny have questions.
How have you been doing by taking care of the animals and your friends?
I've been riding on dolphins and it's super fun. We should try that sometime.
In fact, Danny got an invite to the filming of Aquaman 2 in London next summer.
Awesome!
For a family that has shared Danny's long fight on social media with the hope of helping others, medical options may be running out, but the last several days are quite the chapter.
It's just been an unbelievable blur, and it's been magical.
Thank you, Aquaman!
You're welcome, bud.
The chat went 15 minutes, but the bonding of two superheroes will last a lot longer.
Bye. Bye, Aquaman!
Isn't that so cute? A GoFundMe for Danny's medical expenses has raised more than $115,000. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Weekly Rundown. An internationally known chef has the world talking about a very simple dish, buttered toast. Her technique has gone viral and caused a social media meltdown. Jeannie Mose has more on this. Say what?
If you think buttering toast doesn't require a recipe, check out TV chef Nigella Lawson teaching how to butter toast.
I favor the two-stage buttering approach.
Double buttered toast started popping up like Pop-Tarts. Stage 1.
The minute this came out of the toaster and still lovely and hot, I spread it with butter and it'll give it a fabulous crumpety bite.
Inspiring tweets with Bite. Shook to the core that Nigella invented buttered toast. Stage 2. After the toast is cooled, pile on more butter.
In some golden patches on the surface.
Causing comments to surface like, thoughts go out to all the single buttered pieces of toast I've consumed. And I've been doing my toast all wrong for 40 years. But there's more. Nigella prefers using unsalted butter. So at the end...
What I need to do is sprinkle some sea salt flakes over.
Her show is called Cook, Eat, Repeat. And boy, did the toast segment get repeatedly toasted. OMG, she can even complicate toast. Some tried double buttered toast and found it really just tastes like toast with twice as much butter on it. But others buttered up Nigella, declaring it's a game changer. And this greyhound's tongue showed he doesn't care which side his bread is buttered on as long as it's buttered twice. Nigella got burned by the British tabloids. The Sun pun, butterly ridiculous. Next week, how to suck eggs. One Twitter user wrote, Nigella might as well just eat the bar of butter if she's putting that much on her toast. My mom. It may or may not be the best thing since sliced bread, but Nigella seems smitten.
This is the platonic ideal of toast.
We'll never know whether Plato buttered his toast, but with all this attention, you better believe usually humble toast is patting itself on the pat.
Shucks, if I knew buttered toast was such a craft, I would have started calling myself a good cook a long time ago. Coming up, we're all ready for the travel tools of the future, right? Jetpacks, hover cars, I want it all. But after the break, we're talking Hyperloop pods. Stick around. Welcome back to Weekly Rundown. It's time to talk tech. Snapchat is out with a new feature that appears to be a copycat of a popular TikTok feature. Snapchat is calling it Spotlight. The company describes it as a new entertainment platform for user-generated content within Snapchat. Snap says Spotlight will feature the most entertaining snaps from users and will be personalized to people's individual interests over time. The hub is an apparent twist on TikTok's For You page, aka where lots of my screen time is racked up, but I don't know, TikTok has a lot of competition coming after it. Now to an even more interesting tech advancement. It's still an unproven transportation system, but a futuristic high-speed vehicle tested in Las Vegas is being viewed as a success. At least that's according to company executives who are hoping to market it one day to all of us. Here's more about the Virgin Hyperloop.
It could be the future of high-speed travel if proven safe and successful. Two Virgin Hyperloop executives took the first ride in the vehicle on a test track in Las Vegas.
The first passenger test has now been done of the first new mode of transportation, mass transportation, that we've had in 100 years.
The still unproven transportation system is a vehicle in a vacuum tube that uses magnetic levitation to reach high speeds. The technology that's been around since the 70s lifts a train car above a track as magnets push the train upward and forward. The company's CEO says it could potentially slash travel time.
I'll give you an example. Columbus, Ohio to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you took any single person in Columbus and said, how far away is Pittsburgh, everybody would say 3 hours. With Hyperloop, that's less than 25 minutes.
The company says their Hyperloop pod only reached 100 miles per hour on the track, rather than the 600 miles per hour that Hyperloop advocates have long promised. But executives say its test track is 500 meters long, limiting just how fast the pods can go. The company says Hyperloop pods can travel at the speed of aircraft, but with a fraction of the energy consumption.
Now, it'll be years before the public could potentially take a high-speed ride on it, but executives say this is a major milestone and step towards commercializing the technology. I mean, I'd try it. Would you? We'll be right back. Welcome back to Weekly Rundown. For the past several weeks, both Honda and Toyota of the Desert have been introducing us to essential employees from across the Coachella Valley. In the spirit of the holidays and being thankful, I'm showing you some of those sweet moments we've had the chance to cover.
The women behind me think we're doing a promotion for Mama's House, but what we're really doing today is surprising Esther Flores. Esther Villa Flores, you are our Employee of the Week. You're surprising Rachel Davis. Rachel Davis, you are our Employee of the Week. We're looking for somebody named Damon Hormel. Damon. Annabelle Ochoa, can you please come forward or stand up? Annabelle.
Oh my God.
Toyota and Honda of the Desert are giving you $1,000. We understand you've worked here 19 years. You are essential to everybody here and our community. Linda Cachola? Linda? We are actually looking for Justine Ziembo. Oh, that's you! I'm Thalia Hayden with NBC Palm Springs. Hi. You are our Essential Worker of the Week. I don't know if you are our Essential Employee of the Week. Okay, Joanna Ramirez. Yes. Joanna, can you please come forward? You are getting surprised today. You are our Essential Worker of the Week, which is why we are all here. Christina Pineda. You are our Essential Worker of the Week. Your coworkers and your bosses think you're absolutely amazing. You are getting you're getting $1,000 from Toyota and Honda of the Desert.
We've heard your story yesterday and today, and just the amazing work you do and the support you're giving to, young moms in need.
You're doing it out of the kindness of your heart and because you genuinely care about people and recovery and helping them.
Well, we appreciate everything you do, and this is well-deserved, so go out and spend this money on yourself.
You are our Essential Worker of the Week. Oh, no.
Congratulations again to all of them, and most importantly, thank you for all of your hard work. I hope you all had a great weekend. Remember to connect with me on Instagram and share your fun stories or stories you find with me. I'll see you all next week. Don't forget to smile.